What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. I'm checking in. I want to apologize in advance for the nature sounds, the birds. You know, I love nature. I really do. But I'm out and the birds are chirping in the background. Um, just wanted to, I'm going to try to make this quick as I always do. I want to say thank you all for the positive energy, the comments, the inboxes, the text messages when I'm not feeling my best, or when I just put out, put into the universe what's going on with me. For those of you who know me, who really, really, truly know me, know that I'm not ashamed of anything. I don't do the whole my ego is so big I don't want to share this and other. I share. My sharing is my freedom. It's me speaking out loud, sharing things that are going on. I don't want to be, sometimes people have a tendency to become victimized or the victim of their own minds, their own, the things that they allow society to put on them, on us. Let me say us, because a lot of us. And I never want to be that guy. So part of the reason I always speak out and I'm open and honest is because I want to, one, get it out of my system. I want to be free. I don't ever want to be a hypocrite. I don't ever want to be seen as perfect, or that I'm trying to pretend to be perfect. And there's and this is no shade, these are just facts. There are a lot of people who spend time on social media and people who look at people on social media. And of course, on social media, a lot of people put their best face forward. It's like the best outfits, the best backgrounds, the best cruises, the best places, and smiling faces all beat and all this other stuff, whatever it is, haircuts all fresh to death, lines up and all lines. And so, congratulations to those who are in their season or seasons of winning, but that ain't real life for everybody. And some of us, particularly myself, have my ups and downs, and my highs are amazing. I love my highs. So I don't, when things are going well, I don't do the why me. So when things are not going well, I don't do the why me. But as I tell you guys all the time, honor your feelings, whatever they are, good, bad, or indifferent. Honor your feelings. Don't act like they don't exist. Don't act like you are so above it all, so strong, so triumphant that life does not affect you. I always say, honor your feelings, don't operate from them, if that makes sense. And so, again, like I said, part of the reason I speak truth is because I don't want to be a victim, and one, I want to release. I want to get rid of whatever the energy is out of my system. But also, I want to show people, and I guess, they say it's strength in numbers. I want to show people that it's okay to have a bad day or a bad moment. It's all right. And it's okay to stop and take a break, get off the merry-go-round when you have to. There are certain moments in your life, and going back to what I always say, know yourself, be honest with yourself, be true to yourself. And with that wisdom of knowing yourself, there are times when okay, I'm being a sucker. I need to go ahead or not even being a sucker, I'm making excuses. I need to go ahead and push through this. And there are times when you actually need to take a break and say, you know what? I'm tired right now. I can't go no further. I need some strength. I don't have any strength. I don't have any inspiration. I don't have any motivation. And that's okay to just stop. And sometimes, I can speak for myself. There are times when I'm in a space, and I may let certain people know I'm in a space, and I recognize that sometimes in those spaces, it is for me to be silent and to listen to spirit, listen to the universe, have everything come together and get me to where I need to go. A lot of times people hear that you're not doing your best or you're not feeling your best, and they want to come in and cheer you up and give you words of encouragement, words of inspiration, this and the other. And good intention, but sometimes it's distraction. Sometimes it's the wrong thing. Every situation does not need you to come and boost somebody up or cheer somebody up. But I like to share the real. I love sharing my joys. I love sharing. I'm not a big fan of sharing when I'm not doing my best, because I recognized a long time ago that my energy is strong, good, bad, or indifferent, and I never want to bring anybody down. However, I'm going to always be honest and let you guys know, it's okay when you feel however you feel. There's strength in numbers. I feel it too, as again, friends, family since third grade, since we moved to Florida, and they know my heart, they know my energy, they know my spirit. I've always been one of these happy, and I won't even say happy because that's a lie. It's joy. I have joy deep within me. It was who I was born to be. It was what I was born with. And I'm intentional about working on and harvesting and nurturing the joy that I have. And so if you've been around me, you've seen me out and about or anywhere, and you just see this joy and think, oh my God, he's got it all together. I'm human. And so I have to share, as much as I share the joy, every now and then I'll give a little bit of, today's not a good day, or I didn't get that promotion or that job or that thing that I was searching for, or you know what, today I'm feeling lonely. Not that I want somebody to come right away, just honoring the fact that I'm feeling lonely. Because again, on another note, sometimes when people are lonely, and I can speak for myself, you reach out for the wrong person. It helps that thing in that temporary moment, but then it brings on this other stuff, whether it's just energy or emotions or whatever the case may be. So sometimes speaking out and just getting it out of your system is just that. You just want people to be made aware that, just in case somebody comes into my space, if you get a not so warm embrace, it's not personal. It's that I'm going through something at the moment, or I'm processing something at the moment. And this is something I've said for years, and people who I've had conversations with know this. Sometimes when people ask what's wrong, I don't even know what's wrong, because again, I do have mood swings, and I won't even say mood swings, but my mood does change from time to time, and nothing particularly has happened. It's just that I'll be fine one minute and nothing happened, but my mood sometimes just changes. And it's not that you're being private or secretive or you're ashamed of anything. Sometimes for myself, I just don't have the words to articulate what's going on, because I don't even know what's going on. But I want to, again, like I said, I'm going to make this short. I want to thank everybody for when I do have my moments, when I am vulnerable and naked, if you will, for the people who genuinely want to help me and encourage me and inspire me. And this is one of the things that I'm going somewhere else, but I try to remind folks all the time, especially people who know me, they know all of the wonderful, positive, amazing things that is said to me, I've already said them to myself. So by the time I get to speaking out loud about what I'm feeling or what I'm going through, I've already had a conversation with God, this and the other. So it's like, at this point, I've processed all of this. I've told it to myself, between me and God and my therapist. I've already had the conversation. So sometimes it's not even about the, oh, you're going to be all right. Sometimes it's just, I need to release this from my system, give it to God, and I want to give it out publicly. And again, like I said, part of it is to let people know, because a lot of times, especially with social media, but even before social media, people go through things and they don't want to share, which again, you can't share everything with everybody. But part of my job, my journey, is to show people transparency and to show people that it's okay to be you. You are the gift, you are the prize, you are more than enough just as you are. And if somebody like me, who was given this thing of joy and who has nurtured this thing of joy, who has lived with joy, and even through some of the roughest times, like even, for instance, when I had my brain infection and they gave me like 4 months to live, most people didn't know about that until after I was clear. Because it's one of those things of, even when I'm at my lowest, and like when I've been posting, like today I just don't have it. There's still people in my life that I still pour into. even when I feel like I'm depleted, there's this source that comes from within that says, I need you to say this to this one. I need you to tell this person this. Thus saith the universe, if you will. So I guess I know I'm probably a little rambling, but I just want people to know, I want you all to know that it's okay to honor your feelings. Stay where you are. Just because we have these moments where we're down, or speaking to myself, doesn't mean I'm ready to quit or give up. I just honor my feelings like, yo, as I was telling my guy the other day, on this hand, I trust you, God. I trust you. You've never let me down. But also right here, side by side, it's like a weight. Right here, side by side, I'm frustrated right now. At the same time, my frustration does not negate my belief. And it's okay to say, you know, I need to take a break. I don't have it to give. I don't even know what I'm going through. You have to be honest with yourself. And again, everything ain't for everybody. You don't have to broadcast everything. But you have to know that it's okay to take a break. And it's okay to make decisions for yourself. You don't owe anybody you don't owe anybody any explanation for doing things to better your life, whether it's physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. Unless you have children who depend on you, you don't owe anybody any explanations for doing what's best for you. And sometimes, and I can speak for myself, with all the amazing accomplishments I've had, even in the midst of things, there are times when I felt like, and even right now, I don't know what's about to happen next. I know something great is going to happen, but it's also the thing, and not but, it's the thing of, I don't know what you have for me, God, but I trust you, universe, whatever you want to call it. But also, I realized, like, you know, this is taking a long time. I'm ready to get back out there. And you know, I'm going to tell this story. Before I became a barber, after the whole brain infection thing, I was in Atlanta, and I had a barber in Atlanta. And I remember going to the barbershop, and this is around the time where the we were all saying, what's your purpose in life? And this young man came in and said, everybody's talking about what's your purpose in life? How do you figure out your life's purpose? And I said to him, I know what my life's purpose is. My life's purpose is bringing joy to people, sharing my story with people, making people feel better. And I said, the reason I know that's my part of my purpose is because if I could not do it, I would feel like I'm suffocating. And that's a part of what this journey has been while I'm isolated. I get God while I'm isolated. I get God that I was too available to too many people, and I was easily distracted trying to help everybody. So I get all that. But I tell you, even in this season of knowing what's about to come, a lot of times I feel like I'm suffocating. And it's because I miss my friends. I miss hugging folk. I miss having conversations on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, it's I guess my thing is just recognize, as you see it in me, recognizing yourself, your humanity. Recognize that you're gonna have it. Like I say all the time, just like there are 4 seasons, life has 4 seasons many times. Over the long you live, you're gonna go through the sowing, the drought, the rain, the snow, the sunshine. Some seasons last longer than others, but you have to know. And again, I can say it for myself because there are times when I've wanted to quit. There are times when I actually attempted to quit, and I kept going. So what I'm saying to you is, again, I can't stress this enough. Honor your feelings. Honor your feelings. Honor your feelings, whatever they are. And take the breaks that you need. You don't have to make announcements about it. You don't have to explain nothing to anybody. Sometimes you just need to walk away and just be to yourself so that you and your spirit can align, the universe can align, and y'all can talk and figure this thing out. And just because you've silenced all the voices and gotten rid of distractions does not mean, and I'm telling you today for myself, does not mean that the answer is going to come right away, because I've been waiting on a couple of answers for quite a few months now. And I had something happen last month that I was, oh my God, I prepared for. I was excited for. I aced 2 interviews. I was rocking and rolling. Went to church that Sunday. The pastor was talking to me. It was like I was the only one in the church. When I tell you he laid some stuff down, and I'm excited. I'm on this high. And I get home from church, and I'm doing something around the house, and I check my email. Unfortunately, we're not going to move forward with you. And for someone like me, again, who loves people, I love y'all. Like if you ever seen me like in the shop when I was working in the shop, or even at any one of my jobs, I'm always busy. I love doing something. Now, it's not just busy for the sake of being busy. I'm always positive that I'm doing something proactively. And so for me to have to sit still in this moment, although it's for my good, this is driving me crazy. It really is. For someone, and I don't mean like out of my mind coke, but for someone who's used to interacting with folk and being there for folk and having my Superman cape on and loving on folk and hugging folk and positive energy and smiling stuff, being isolated is a different kind of prison, brother. It is different. So, again, I get sidetracked, but I really, really want y'all to know, one, I appreciate y'all for saying prayers for me and sending positive energy. Even when you don't talk to me directly, I feel a lot of your prayers. There are some of you guys who I know that, you know, you're praying for me, and I appreciate that. I also want to say, I want to just remind you all that we're all human and life is happening to a lot of us. And again, honor your feelings, whatever they are, and have your moments where you need to fall out, where you need to cry, where you need to take a break, where you need to stop talking to people. Sometimes you need to, what do you call it? Deactivate your social media, or just take it off your phone, whatever it can be. Sometimes you need to do what's best for you. And this is something I say. When you do things for the right reasons, and especially for yourself, cutting people off and this and the other, especially if they're dead weight in the moment, if it was meant for them to be in your life, God will bring them back around. So don't feel like, oh my God, what if this happens? What if that happens? It's going to happen anyway, whether y'all are friends or not. So, yeah, decompress. That's it. Shut up, Tori. But yeah, well, Tori, you know, when I come to your house, I'm always doing something around the house. Like, sit down, you're a guest. No, I'm not. But yeah, I want to have this moment to see, because a lot of people see me smiling and happy and enjoying this and the other, and life happens to all of us, and it's okay. I'm letting you know it's okay. As much as I have it together, I don't have it together in the same time. I don't have it together. I'm not where I want to be as far as in life, but I don't compare myself to other people like, well, by now I should have this, I should have that, because I really, really realize, even with the best of intentions, that when you got stuff together, it could be going like that. And so I'm a testimony to keep pushing. And I say keep pushing because even some of you know, I've attempted suicide 7 times at this point. And I kind of have to laugh at myself, because it's like the universe talks to me. It's like, dumb, talks to me like that. Dumb. You can't even take your own life. Quit trying. I got work for you to do. So I'm saying, hang in there. Find your tribe. Sometimes your tribe takes you from point A to point D, and then you have to get a new tribe, or you have to fall back and be by yourself through E, F, G, H, I, and J. But recognize, you know, life, first of all, everybody's journey is different. Life does not come with any type of blueprint or a roadmap, and we're figuring this thing out as we go. That's why I always say, be true to yourself, honor your feelings, have the wisdom to know what is really true, what's really your gut, your spirit, and not your brain or your heart, because we overthink things and underthink things and make excuses for stuff. Your gut, that inner man, is never wrong, and we need to learn how to silence everything and pay attention, not just pay attention, but listen to and obey that inner voice. So again, I just want to say thank y'all for loving on me the way that y'all do, and I hope my messages when I'm being silly, when I'm sharing my music, when I'm sharing my jokes, when I'm sharing education. I hope you're inspired to live your life as abundantly as you can, no matter what comes your way. The rainy season, the sunny season, the snowy season, the hail season, the tropical storm season. I'm still here. Some days I don't want to get out of bed. I don't. I just don't. And some days, there are days when I don't want to get out of bed, and I don't want nobody trying to get me out of bed. I want to pull the cover up, and I just want to sit with this feeling, because I know eventually I'm coming out. It may not be tomorrow. It may not even be next week. I may have to lay in this bed for a whole week. But I'm not quitting, y'all. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. I'm not quitting. There are times when I want to spiritually yell and throw stuff. But I'm going to hang in here, y'all. And I want y'all to hang in here, too. I want y'all to know that you matter. Your life matters. Your energy matters. And I know there's nothing new under the sun. There's always been ignorance and miseducation and disinformation and hatred going on. It just seems to be amplified because we have social media and this and other. But again, learn how to silence those voices. And learn how to even turn off the news. I've been telling y'all for years, especially when you know certain news stories, every news outlet, other than these upstarts who don't have anybody breathing on their back, don't have these corporate folks, it's all presented with a slant. And when you know the people involved, you're like, that's not what happened, or that's a fake narrative. So there's a lot of miseducation. So sometimes you have to before the election, I stopped watching the news. I got the weather on my phone. I tap in to certain outlets because I know they're going to let me know what's going on and tell me the truth about what's going on. They're not going to make excuses for all this foolishness to try to pacify it and make it seem like it's okay. There's a lot of bad stuff happening, and I don't want to add to that. So I want to, in my own way, be my army of one. Even with what I'm going through, I want to hopefully encourage and inspire and uplift. I get tired too. Even Superman had to go to the Fortress of Solitude from time to time. So allow your brother to have his moments, and don't take it personal. Because, sometimes, people may reach out, or you may reach out to somebody, or text them, or call them, and they may not respond. And you take it personally. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing. They're processing their own shit, and give us that grace. Give your friends and your loved ones, you call your friends and loved ones, give them the grace. And like since Tori's on here, I a couple of times I've had to call Tori because I didn't hear from him. I was like, I don't care. Look, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I just want you to know I love you. Click. Sometimes that's all people need, is just to know that someone is there. They don't need a whole lesson. They don't need a whole scripture. They don't need a whole bunch of, I got you, guys got you, just other. Sometimes people just need to know that you're there. So I want to say I love y'all. Thank y'all for you know what? It is, and I do not take it for granted. Like some of y'all who are old enough to remember the E.F. Hutton commercials, when E.F. Hutton speaks, people listen to the kids and be. I don't take it for granted that you all actually want to hear from me. So thank you all for that. I appreciate it. And again, that's another part of the reason I don't try to bring y'all no garbage. I want to give y'all something that's going to make you think, make you laugh, make you love a little bit harder, love on yourself, enjoy yourself. Because again, there are a lot of us who are out here trying to love and take care of everybody else and da-da-da-da. And then we look up and realize, oh, I'm by myself. I ain't got no help. And it's nobody's fault, not even your own. But a lot of times, and I can speak for myself, how I show up, I'm good. And there's just a joy in taking care of people that people don't even know how to approach me or talk to me or take care of me when I'm having my moments. And I have to own that. And since I said that, I will say this, and this is my truth. Part of the reason in addition to me always taking care of people and loving doing that, part of the reason that it's not easy for me to let people take care of me is because, again, my experience, people don't know how to help me from the standpoint of they don't have the tools. People don't really want to help. They just want to be nosy and know what's going on. I'll say maybe 3 times in my life, I've trusted someone to, here, you can have this, and they drop the ball. Again, I know there's some people out there who can carry it for me. So those 3 incidents, I don't just say, well, I ain't gonna never, I'm not gonna do that, because I'm not gonna, that's unfair to me and unfair to the people who can help me. But just wanting people to know where I come from when I try to be like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I don't even say that anymore. I may say thank you and keep it pushing, but yeah, I think it's disingenuous for me to still pretend like I'm junior high, high school, right after high school Superman. I recognize, and thank you, Lord. I recognize that the universe, God, Jesus, whatever you call your higher power, has not allowed me to have these relationships for me to act like I'm by myself. And sometimes you may not have the words or the money or the offer to help me in that moment, but knowing that you're there. People who just want what's best for me with no ulterior motive is some of the best energy ever. So not just with me, with your family, with your friends, with your immediate family, your loved ones, have real conversations again. Let's get back to having conversations and really, really creating safe spaces for both of you, or however many of it is you all, so y'all can just share. And let's get rid of all this dumb stuff, this dumb energy. Again, dumb stuff is going to happen because we're human and life happens. It, again, doesn't have any blueprint. There's no roadmap. But learn how to be more loving, more patient, more kind, more understanding with ourselves and with the people that we're in relation with, so that we can all be better. And I never want to be the superstar in the group. I never want to be the oracle in the group, the guru in the group, because I'm always learning from other people. So I want us all to be in our own places, on our own level of stellaractically. I made that word up, but you know what I'm saying. So that we can all help each other however we need to help each other. And sometimes the help is just me looking at it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bring Tori up again. Sometimes I just have to stop and tell Tori how amazing she is. And I tell you, when I see the way she interacts with her children, the way she loves on her children's friends, the way she loves on, it's not directly towards me, it amazes me. Kevin Taylor, you have been phenomenally amazing. And let me tell you something about you, Kevin E. Taylor, Pastor, my big brother. Whoo! A lot of people can't say this, but I'm going to say it. One thing I can say about you, Kevin E. Taylor, Pastor Kevin E. Taylor, you have been, get this, consistent. A lot of people aren't consistent. They aren't, and I appreciate you for that. See, now you got me about to cry. But yeah, okay. I truly am appreciative for the people who love me and love themselves the way that they do. And I know everybody's love is different. Everybody shows love differently. Just because, like I heard this a long time ago, and it's valid. I'm sure all y'all heard this. Just because someone doesn't love you the way that you want to be loved doesn't mean that they don't love you with all they have. So I appreciate, and I gotta say this, because I used to say this. I was on a campaign in my 20s to tell people, if I'm doing something wrong, If I say something, if you misunderstand something, if I say it too fast or I misspeak, call me out. You can call me up. Call me up. Because again, if I'm doing something, if this has been my pattern and no one's ever checked me, how am I going to ever get better if you don't call me up on my stuff? And, again, it's who you are and how you do it, because everybody don't have the right to come up in your business and tell you X, Y, and Z. But there's also a loving way, even those people who have the right to do it, there's a way of doing it. So, I love y'all. And I want you, more than anything, I want you to be honest with yourself about everything in your life. The more comfortable you get with being honest with yourself, the easier it'll be for you to be honest with other people. And that's one of the greatest gifts ever, is to be at peace with yourself. And even when, like I'm going back to, with the situations that are going on, I know the universe is working on my behalf. I know it is. I know it is. And when I walk through that door, it's not going to be I told you. I'm just going to be grateful to be in a new space. So, I love y'all. I really do. Some of y'all been rocking with me for a long time. We've had disagreements and fallouts and fall-ins, and I won't even say fallouts. Well, a few of us have had fallouts, but I'm grateful. Ooh, praise the Lord, for the maturity to say, I didn't mean to say it like that, or I was in a space at the time and X, Y, and Z, this other, and to be able to talk and understand and respect where people are coming from, and to say, you know what, this friendship means something to me, so we're gonna work and we're gonna keep this thing together. So again, I wanted to address, because I put up the post. Truth is, I'm tired. And that's a fact. Like I said, Joy, tired. They're not out. Neither one is outweighing the other one. This new space, and again, at 53, to have had the material stuff, like, dude, you balling, you got it together, to go from, woo, I'm staying with somebody, and, woo, Lord, I don't see the end of the rainbow. I trust you. I feel the inner workings happening, but I don't see nothing. And for a Virgo like me, who's used to being in control, mentally, this is a space like, bruh, God, what you doing, bruh? What's up? I trust you. However, this don't feel real good right now. But I love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and close this thing out, but I want to thank y'all for loving on me. I want to thank y'all for calling me up. I want to thank y'all for respecting me enough to have conversation with me, for trusting me enough with your secrets, with your stories, with your feelings, with your heart. And as I continue to live with integrity, I hope to, although it's not I hope to never let you down. I won't make that like my job. However, walking with integrity for myself, I pray that all of our experiences will be positive. And if we ever have a unpleasant experience that is crucial for our growth, I pray that our bounce back is strong. So, but again, I want, that's what I'm saying. Because I did that post this morning, truth is, I'm tired. I felt it necessary for me to come on and explain that, yeah, I'm going through something right now, and I have no clue. It doesn't feel good. Spiritually, it doesn't feel good. Mentally, it doesn't feel good. Emotionally, it doesn't feel good. And I'm going through some stuff with my body that, it doesn't feel good. But I want y'all to know that it's okay to experience all these things and still be like, I needed y'all to know I'm not quitting. Although I'm tired, I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up. I know I scared, about 2 years ago, I scared quite a few people. And I just want to put that to rest. I'm not trying to go anywhere anytime soon. So I wanted to say that, like, yeah, truth is, I'm tired. And that's not a song. But I got so much, thank you to my brother Reggie, who swears I'm his firstborn son. He sent me and Daryl something today a couple of times, and then some other people popped into my life's timeline, and just little nugget here, little nugget there. So although I woke up emotionally drained, I feel great right now. And this live, seeing you guys scroll up, of course I'm not reading anything, but seeing you guys scroll up is encouraging me. Sharon Simmons, I love you. Okay, so I'm gonna say this real quick. There are people like Carolyn and Sharon who I've known since we moved to Florida. And when I moved to Florida, my family moved to Florida, I was in the 3rd grade. So I've known these people all my life, and to see people thriving and living, it brings me so much joy. So I'm grateful for the connection that we still have. And you have friends, although you may not talk all the time, you may not even have each other's numbers, but we've never had a falling out. So these are still my cousins, my sisters, my brothers. So I moments like this morning where I feel like, Lord, I'm tired, I can draw back on this wealth of love that I've had my entire life. And I'm so grateful. So again, I honor my feelings, like, oh, this feels bad. And then I can sit back and I can sit in that for a while. And then as I'm coming, I can say, you've got real friendships for, if I'm 53 now, well, like 45 years. You've got true friends for over 45 years, and that's a blessing. I have people that I trust and I can depend on, and and there's some people who go through their entire life and don't have a tenth of what I've experienced as far as love and joy and great friendships and great times and great conversations and great energy exchanges. So peace, Ja. I love you. What's up, Keisha? So I'm going to close this, but I just wanted y'all to know, because I know that when I'm not feeling my best and I post about it, y'all know by the time I get to post about it, I went through a whole bunch of stuff before I post. But by the time I post something, a lot of y'all, because of my own actions, feel like, oh God, code 10. So I had to come over here to let y'all know that, 1, I'm okay, and 2, that I love and appreciate y'all for loving on me. So happy Tuesday. I wish I was either in DC or Orlando so I can meet up with some of y'all so we can have some tacos and I stole this from some. Well, I ain't gonna even tell it because then y'all gonna steal her idea. But I wish I was somewhere with either group, my DC group or my Orlando group, or even my Atlanta group, where I can meet up with a bunch of y'all and have some tacos and some shots. Y'all know I'm not a drinker anymore. I don't drink like that no more because cocktails make me sleepy. But I do some shots. We gonna shot o'clock. But I love y'all. Thank y'all. I can't express that enough. But I really appreciate the love, the energy, and I appreciate that you all love on yourself. And y'all know I do check-ins. I really do check-ins. Sometimes I do a voice text. Look, I don't want nothing. I don't need to borrow no money. I ain't got no tea. I ain't trying to find out no tea. I just want you to know I love you. And it's very important for me, for the people in my life, to know that they are loved, that they matter, and that they are the prize. Excuse me, I'm about to cuss. Fuck what you heard. Fuck what they said about you. You are the motherfucking prize. And yeah, life is going to happen. Good days, bad days, in between days. Great seasons, horrible seasons, sowing seasons, reaping seasons. It's a part of this thing called life. And give yourself grace. I give myself grace, even in my downtime when, whoo, and so I can come on here with this, the sun is shining all nice. I get to sit out in nature and I get to talk to y'all. Man, I'm blessed beyond measure. I may not have a whole bunch of money in the bank, but talk about wealthy, a nigga like me from the boo. This love, man. And again, we all measure success differently. And me being able to go to sleep at night knowing that I did well that day with my interactions is success to me. Having you all on here who really love me, who genuinely care about me, is success to me. The things come and go. As I'm a living witness of things come and go. Hell, again, I hallelujah. 2006, they told me I had 4 months to live. It's what, 18 years later, and I'm still here. And I don't have a catheter on. I'm not in a wheelchair. I still have my vision. No one's changing my diaper. So even with what's going on, like I said, I honor my feelings. I don't like how it feels, but I have to stop and say, God doggone it, Eggy from the Boo, you is blessed. Not you are. You is blessed. So keep that in mind. Again, no matter what goes on. And again, sometimes dealing with depression and all that stuff, I know dark days. I know dark days. But I will say it does get better. And again, I've seen seasons, many, many seasons in my life. And this right here is a long season, but I keep getting nuggets of encouragement. So I think I'll fight on. But I love you guys. Thank you. I keep saying I'm going to close this thing out, but then I start thinking about something else. But I love you guys with all my heart. Now they got this new thing where these lives only stay for like 30 days. So if you ever need some encouragement, just click back on this thing and, you know, encourage yourself, inspire yourself, uplift yourself. You know, I'm here. I'm only one. I'm only human, but energy exchange, it just goes all over. So sometimes you just have to draw on the energy when you can't reach out to people. Just know that I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And consistently, my love is real. So, okay, I'm going to say it one more time. Honor your feelings. Honor your feelings. When you mad, when you angry, when you sad, honor your feelings. Just try as hard as you can not to go to those dark, dark, dark places of no return. And know that you are loved. Know that you are enough. You're more than enough, and you are the prize. This one may not recognize it. That one may not recognize it. You have to recognize it. And in due time, oh, hallelujah, in due season, everything. Oh, this is something. Okay, I'm going to say this. I'm going to be going. I swear I'm going to say something. I've seen stories all of my life of people who got this award or got this job or had this relationship in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, and it was worth the wait. So although it may not feel great right now, what is for you is going to come, and it's going to come when you're ready to receive it, and it's going to blow your mind. I'm speaking over myself as I speak to you. It's going to blow our minds. So get ready. All right. I love y'all, and that's that. So enjoy this Tuesday. Peace.